Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We're going to start this love reading by taking a look at your overall energy. We start with Phoenix Rising. Envy. Every single day I feel worse about myself and my choices. And the Ace of Pentacles. I think this envy energy is when you are in the process of casting off and evolving beyond, because that's Phoenix Rising transition is definitely bringing you into a higher level of energy and a higher level of a spiritual focus, really. And we know that that's true because it's getting reinforced by the Ace of Pentacles here, is that you have in mind that thing that you want to experience in this life, the relationship that you're looking for, what it feels like, what it looks like. That is, very present in your mind, and your focus on that, in addition to whatever has set you on this transition path, is really taking you away from this. So if you feel any of this remaining, know that it is time to let that go, and it no longer serves you. You are making better decisions now, and even these decisions in the past, they have led you to where you are, so they have helped you discover the path that you're on. So don't judge yourself so negatively for that. It's part of your process, and you've gotten there. Now it's time just to release it. What about your person? What is their overall energy? We have unleash your creativity. Sorry, please forgive me. And the High Priestess. So this High Priestess is a really wonderful connection to their higher self. They really need to be leaning on that more and more and more, and hopefully they will be, because that is what will unleash this creativity within them. It will kind of be so, highly charged that there will be nothing to really hold that back. But this is what's holding it back right now. It's good that they are apologetic for the things that they have done, to put things in a negative state, some of the maybe negative actions they've taken, or at least non-constructive actions that they've taken. It's good to acknowledge that those things were wrong and to apologize and to move on beyond that. But what can hold us back is when we feel so bad for that, when we finally realize it and we're like, I can't believe I did that. That part's good, right? And the apology, that's good. But then after that fact, holding on to that and just kind of, flatulating ourselves just because we can't forgive ourselves, right? We hope that we're forgiven by those that we have wronged, but it's very hard for us to forgive ourselves. It's very difficult for that. And your person really needs to do that, because it does not serve them to continue to persist in that energy, right? As long as they've learned the lesson and they're ready to do different in the future, it's time to release that. And that is the real takeaway here, is that once they do that, their world's going to open up in a brand new way. How do you feel about this connection, Leo? Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Four of Cups here, your emotions, you feel like they've been ignored a little bit. Your perspective, your desires have been ignored a little bit. Perhaps that's what this sorry is about on your person's side, but either way, you really want that and need that acknowledged, which makes sense, right? You don't want to be overlooked, especially by your person. That's not a good state, and you realize that. But I think that your person is open to this, though. You're still moving forward here with your emotions and showing them how you do feel, so that they can see that, acknowledge that, and reciprocate if that's where they're coming from. Ace of Wands, nothing's stopping you from wanting to move forward here and take action to making this relationship the one for you and the one that you're experiencing in this life. I think that keeping this Ace of Wands energy is going to help you persist through this envy energy, and through this time as your person, deals with letting go this energy of, well, really deals with forgiving themselves for whatever this situation was for. All right, so how does your person feel about this connection? The Lovers, the King of Wands, Two of Swords. Lovers, yeah, definitely that romantic connection. They have that desire here for this relationship. And the King of Wands. King of Wands is, let's take action. And this action that the King of Wands takes is always successful. He knows the actions to take to bring about the results he's looking for. And that's what he's doing. So here with their emotions, they're ready to move forward. They're ready to take the action. So you having the Ace of Wands, them having the King of Wands, wonderful combination, ready to move forward, except for the Two of Swords, where they're not sure how to tell you that they're ready to move forward. It's almost like there's no context for them to say that. Perhaps the two of you haven't really established a lot of communication, and so they can't just come out of the blue and say, like, all right, let's go with this relationship, right? It has to be a little bit of a working up to that to some degree. Although it would probably work with you, Leo, if they did come out like that, if it was obvious that they were honest, sincere, and had that, ready spirit. But from them, it's not going to just happen, right? They're going to have to work up to it. So they got to figure out how to start that process, because they're a little stuck right now. How do you view this connection, Leo? The Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, Three of Swords is kind of that, a little bit of emotional pain that you may be feeling because they aren't more open right now. They aren't really acknowledging your feelings as much as you would like. But again, know that that's them being trapped by this lack of ability to forgive themselves. I mean, that's really just what it comes down to, like we've been saying. Two of Pentacles, you got to keep this playful. That's what you're seeing. You're understanding that, look, can't let this die in my mind. I can't let this die in my heart. Because there's no reason to. Clearly, there's no reason to from what we've seen thus far. So definitely you want to keep that. And you want to continue interrupting those cycles like you have been. Whenever you start that negative feeling, those negative thoughts, stop that and say, okay, look, let's think about the positive here. Let's look at it from the positive perspective. Because you can help change things with the Magician. And you understand that. You definitely do. That's why you got to this point of this Phoenix Rising transition. You can't get to that point without realizing your own personal power here, and it's really wonderful that you have. How does your person view this connection? The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So, interesting. Wheel of Fortune, this could go anywhere from their perspective, mainly because they're not aware of your feelings and your perspective, and it's almost funny that that's the case, because the Four of Cups on your side, you know that they're not aware of it, at least that you aren't feeling any awareness from them about it. And that's because it's not there, unfortunately. Again, they're just so focused on themselves. And not in a negative way. This is actually a positive that they are so caught up on not being able to forgive themselves. Because that means that their intention is pure. Their heart is pure. It's good. They're trying to do right. They're trying to do good, right? Knight of Swords here, maybe this is you communicating a lot. Maybe this is them in their mind wishing that they could communicate a lot. Either way, they really want to open up here, and this could be this friction against this Two of Swords. Like, they're stuck, but they've got the energy they want to let go, but they just can't. And that's probably this friction here with Five of Swords. This is likely internal friction for them. Like, again, regarding that communication and just not being able to open up to you to tell you how they really feel. What are next steps for you, Leo? Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Lovers. Yeah, step into that romantic view. get emotional around that. Get that emotionalized. When I say emotional, I don't mean like sad or anything. I mean just bring up that high energy emotion inside of you about it. That's what's going to charge your actions forward here with the Ace of Wands. High Priestess, I mean, let your intuition drive you, know what to say, what to do, when to maybe push forward a little bit more, when to maybe hold back. Let them process some of the things that they're dealing with. And then keep your eyes on the vision that you have for this connection unfolding. Understand that only when you act from that intuition and from that, pure divine feminine emotion, only then, and that this is regardless of male, female, any gender. What doesn't matter. It does not matter. We all have some aspect of the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Here, the advice is to really embody your divine feminine and understand that pure divine feminine emotion is what's going to, that combined with your intuition, is what's going to show you this path to really unlock this person and to get them to, one, absolutely forgive themselves, and then two, open up with all that's inside them beyond that. What are next steps for your person? The Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for them, they have to have that vision. They don't have it just yet. They've got desire here. They've got the emotional aspect around it, and again, that real desire to experience it. They don't know what it looks like. They don't have the vision for it yet. They've got to get the vision for what it feels like to have that fulfilling relationship, that fulfilling emotional state where they have the smile on their face. They're very proud of where they are. They're very happy with the progress that's been made, and they have to get the more even beyond that to the next level, right? Six of Swords, taking the journey beyond, letting the past go behind you and finding what is the path ahead and where that destination is on that journey. Knowing what it looks like when that Nine of Cups moves to the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after feeling, when there's the experience of the Ten of Pentacles, right? Ace of Pentacles, get that view for the Ten of Pentacles, where it is that wonderful home environment, that loving family and supportive energy. Get that in mind, get that in heart. Your person, if they can do that very crystal clear, that's going to blow away this energy to stop them from moving forward. And vice versa, if this gets removed, that's going to kind of explode out of them. So that's really the advice for them for next steps. Now let's get some of these message cards and see what your person has to say. I'm not ready for commitment with anyone. And this is because they've not forgiven themselves yet. Because they believe that they've done someone wrong. Perhaps it's you, Leo, that they believe that they've done wrong. But they've done someone wrong in their mind, and they are afraid that if they are to try to commit to someone again right now, then they will, reenact that and make that recur in their life. That's probably a wise perspective because they haven't forgiven themselves. And if they don't forgive themselves, then they're holding on to that energy still. And if they hold on to that energy still, they're magnetizing themselves to it and will attract that same sort of situation again. So they have to let that go so that they can move beyond it. Your light is so bright. Well, this is them showing you that they care about you. They think that you are a wonderful person, right? This is that good that they see in you, the good that you are, and they acknowledge that, and they want you to understand that that is their perspective, that is their care for you, that, hey, look, that is a respectable, attractive thing, and that is what they're seeing in you. So know that they have this vision of you. All right, Leo, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please only take those elements that resonated with you, as that's the important information that your higher self has for you to integrate on your path forward to experiencing the relationship you're looking at experiencing. And thank you so much for spending some of your precious and valuable time here with my channel and this reading. It is very meaningful to me, so thank you so much, Leo. Please accept that gratitude for that. I do appreciate it. Again, I hope this was a helpful reading for you, and we will see you next time.